Okay, everybody, real quick, if you are watching this video, grab some popcorn, get comfortable, because you are about to get a life update. Well, even though it's only been 3 months since my last upload, there's a lot I have to share. So, I just wanted to say that real quick, a little disclaimer. So, yes, keep on watching. Hi everybody, so it's Miguel. Yes, long time no see. I made a commitment and I have not been, pulling through on my end. So I'm here to upload a video to give you guys an update on my life. It's been 3 months since my last upload, which honestly is a little sad and disappointing, but at the same time, I did need that break. And basically, I'm going to give you guys a rundown on what I've been doing those last 3 months and, what I'm doing now and what I'd like to begin doing with YouTube and, what the future kind of holds for this channel because I'm ready to come back to YouTube. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So as you guys know, like this YouTube channel is about sustainability and living a greener lifestyle, which I am 100% still about, and I want to do that. However, I'm gonna have a slight pivot to this channel. So on previous videos on this channel, I have mentioned that my content is a little bit dry and I want it to be a little bit more fun. However, after all this time off, I've had some time to reflect, and I also want to kind of make this channel more authentic because if I'm being 100% honest, every single video that I have posted had scripts. So in some videos I would probably read from straight up from the script, but on other videos I would elaborate, etc., or maybe have bullet points that I would talk about, or whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is I want to be 100% authentic and I don't want to even do scripts anymore. So this is a video where I don't have script and it's just me talking to the phone because I just want to be real. And I am real with my other videos, of course. Like, that's me being me and like, everything's, 1,000% authentic. But I felt like I was filtered, if that makes sense. So now I just want to have a slight pivot to not only the content I'm going to be producing, but producing my content I'm going to be producing. It's an inside joke, y'all. I said content one time instead of content. Also appreciate and shout out those people who did watch my videos, and I know like they're not the best quality or fun, and like I've said, they're a little bit dry, but I just want to say thank you for those who do support me, and you know who you are. So where I've been is in these last 3 months I have 2 new jobs actually. So they're both in the food and beverage industry, and I'm a server at one of them and a crew member at another. And basically, like, that it is what it is. I work at one job in the morning and then the evenings I work at another. I've been honestly just working, and not only that, like, I've been partying here and there. Sorry, Mom, I know you don't like that. But, you gotta enjoy life a little bit. I also went to Mexico for a short period of time. And regarding, like, my health, like, I do like to work out. And I've been slacking in that department. Also with eating, so y'all can all come for me, but real quick, I am gonna be, again, like, I want to move into the direction where I am more authentic and real. So this might be a little bit of a controversial subject, but I'm just gonna say it. I am vegan. Okay, I identify as vegan / plant-based, and vegan is somebody who does not consume animals or byproduct from animals. Okay, I've made a video on what are the differences. Now, I don't really do labels because I feel like people see things as black and white. I don't. I choose to view things how I want to view them. So I believe there's a gray zone. And that gray zone regarding eating plant-based and vegan is I do consume meat and I do consume byproduct every once in a while though. The majority of the time I do eat vegan, okay? I do reduce the amount by a lot. So therefore, if I have meat like 12 times a year, I'm basically vegan. And you know what? I want to, show people and embrace the fact that it's okay to not be perfect. That's not what this channel's about. This channel's about living the best that you can. I don't know why people put such a big emphasis on being the perfect vegan. And you know what? I'm not going to apply that pressure on myself, and I don't want to apply it on other people. If you reduce your meat consumption by a little bit, like that little bit matters. And if you do that and continue to do it, oof, the change like regarding climate change and animal cruelty, like if you speak up also, or like you start buying, or like just being more aware and do your research, etc., like that's what matters. Like I feel like if you make little changes like that in your life, then that's where the impact happens. But yes, I am vegan, but I am not at the same time. So do whatever you will with that information. Call me fake vegan. I call myself plant-based. And I am not ashamed to tell people that, you know what, I had turkey today. And maybe like last month I had salmon. So like, and sometimes I had cheese. Like, get over it, because it's not like I'm having meat every single day. Therefore, I still consider myself plant-based and vegan. I might not have been that day, but yeah. That's all I wanted to say regarding that. Let's move on to a new subject. Anywho, let's just really talk about, I want to make a pivot on this channel. So what that pivot is, the things that I do in my free time, I want to start documenting them as well as producing content regarding those things, because ultimately I just want to put out content that I am proud of, content that motivates me, content that makes me happy, content that makes me happy, content that is just inspiring to myself and other individuals who watch my channel, because I eventually want to have a community. I want to have influence and really leave this earth better than I found it. So what does that pivot consist of? So I'm really into self-development, which is what I believe my YouTube channel should be about, because living sustainably, I believe, is a branch under self-development. And that can also be a branch for business. So as you guys, maybe you don't know, if you're watching this, I was going to say as you guys know, but maybe you don't, I am somebody who's business orientated. So I want to do something regarding being my own boss, and I want that to be my future job and lifestyle. So I want to create a new source of income for myself that I generate myself, if that makes sense. I just want, with those two other jobs, I want that to fund basically my business and create another source of income of wealth, because I truly have a lot of goals financially and dreams and visions that I want to accomplish and do, but I'm not going to be able to do them if I'm not working towards them, if I don't have any discipline or systems and etc., which is why I want to make a small pivot, because if I'm documenting and recording and working towards something that I'm proud of, and like I've said, and all the other things I mentioned before, like, and just being 100% myself, honest, real, and authentic, there's no excuse for me not to upload. like I'm gonna be falling in love with my videos and with my actions and with myself. And I feel like ultimately that's the goal, is to do something you love, and I'll be doing exactly that. So let's talk about it. The industry I want my YouTube content to be about. My YouTube content um is self-development. I wrote like pillars under the self-development, which is the industry, and then like bullet points for each pillar. So what those pillars are is health, wealth, mind power, sustainability, and happiness. So real quick, we're gonna jump into all of them, and we're gonna discuss those bullet points. I feel like maybe they could be subject to change, but as of right now, these are things that I feel like would be beneficial not to only me, but to other people. And I feel like this is about, getting your life together ultimately. I mean, I feel like I just want to lead by example. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be, like I said, I want to have influence. And how can I have influence when, one, I don't have influence because I'm not leading by example, or I'm not doing what I'm preaching. I'm ready to take the plunge, really. I did like when I started my YouTube channel, like I just started messy, and I'm glad I did, because based off of the videos I created, I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, this is not what I expected my channel to look like or to be the content I'm producing. So let's just talk real quick into what my YouTube self-development pillars are, and the bullet points underneath them, and I'll elaborate a little bit on them. So let's begin. Oh, hell no. I had that for the whole video. Nobody said anything. It's just gonna have to stay there for the rest of the video. I don't have time right now. First, we're gonna talk about pillar number one, which is wealth. So in wealth, I have videos or content regarding rituals and habits / systems. So like, I don't really know what these videos are gonna be consisting of, but like if I could come up with maybe some examples, I would say like maybe morning habits of successful people, and then like goal setting, I have that under wealth. So like a good example of that is like maybe goal setting, Tony Robbins. I really like Tony Robbins. I have a book of his in my house that I've read, which is the 7 Simple Steps to Reaching Financial Freedom or something. It's Money Master the Game. It's a really big book. Some parts, I'm not gonna lie, are a little dense. I honestly am gonna have to go back and reread it someday, because I just finished it not too long ago, like maybe last month or 2 months ago. But it took me a really long time to finish. It was just a really long book. That's just an example for goal setting. And then I have one for tracking expenses. So I feel like maybe an example for that is tracking personal expenses, or tracking expenses for small businesses, because like I told you guys, I am business orientated. So I want to maybe, show you guys how I track my small business expenses, even though and then maybe if you guys have a small business and you guys notice like, oh, like there's a more efficient, better way of doing things, leave a comment down below. Like, let's help each other out. Why not? So I want to build a community, like I said. So the next thing like I have is building income streams. So regarding like my thoughts on that bullet point is I already have an e-commerce website, and I have marketed and put out advertisements for it, and like I've posted maybe a few posts like here and there, but it's not like really it. And I do want to pivot from that and make it like 1,000 more authentic, like I'm doing with this channel right now and with this video, because I feel like that website went hand in hand with my videos that I previously produced over 3 months ago. So I just want to like kind of start over again, but like not really, because I still want it to be about the same thing, which is sustainability, because that's what my store is about. But I'm probably gonna take away a few things and add more things, but also go approaching it in a different way, and showing you guys like my process and like my creativity and like, building it and everything. So I feel like that would be fun, and that would be not only interesting to you guys, but maybe like I could get, maybe some comments or you know, even maybe some opportunities regarding like jobs or something, like, I don't know, experience. It's under wealth because, like I said before, with my two other jobs, like I can fund this other third job, yeah, like I guess it's a job that would eventually become my third source of income. But yeah, so that's one. And then obviously, like, you know, further down the road, I'll have maybe other bullet points or other ideas or other things that I'll be producing regarding that. I don't know if all of these things I'm mentioning right now is going to be on, like, you know, YouTube, but like I also want to focus on other social media platforms. So maybe there's going to be a mix of things here and there, or maybe only one social media platform for one pillar. I really don't know yet, but eventually I think it'll become a little bit more distinct or whatever, like more obvious on what I'm going to be doing and focusing my energy on. But as of right now, like I feel like I'm just going to start. But yeah. The next category I have is health. So regarding health, I have exercise. So I like to exercise at home. I don't do like gym memberships or anything because that's like, you know, money coming out of my pocket that I honestly don't really have at the moment. So like, you know, and same thing with like subscriptions and stuff. Like I just had like Beachbody, like I could do that, but I already have CDs that I previously purchased from the past that I gotten off of Beachbody, so I just use those. And then also like, you know, YouTube, it's a free, you know, site where you can look up YouTube videos and just work out. So then I was thinking, I was like, you know, if I look those up and like sometimes I just like mute the video and put on music, or like I am on the phone while I'm, you know, working out, things like that. I was thinking, why don't I produce like my own exercise videos, because that's already one, something that I do, and then two, it's something that I can produce content on. So it's like, you know, and it's like one of my values and stuff, like, you know, etc., etc. So I just feel like all of these are. So it's just a good idea and things I, you know, want to incorporate into my YouTube channel or other social media platforms. Clean eating as well. So as you guys know, like, you know, plant-based, vegan, like, you know, but the next pillar I have is mind power. So this is all about like your brain, like, you know, your wisdom. So mind power. So reading, meditation, learning, writing slash journaling. So like reading, like maybe talk to you guys about some books, about what I've been reading, or like, you know, my thoughts on them and my reviews. Meditation, I'm all about awareness and all about like, you know, clarity and whatnot. And like, you know, I love meditating. I feel like it's just like, it makes you just like really just like stop the noise and the distractions, because nowadays we have so much of it. So much of it. But that's not the point. Learning. So I'm all about learning. I'm going to be a constant learner my whole life. I am a writer. Like I like to journal. I'm not always consistent with it, but like I do feel like it also brings a little bit of clarity into my life. Just to like, you know, I have a scattered brain sometimes. Honestly, like I do have a scattered brain, but like we're gonna work on that. So regarding content and all the mind power things I have, like, you know, oh, like meditation, maybe produce my own guided meditations. I think that would be really like a really fun idea. Like honestly, like having my own, like that's exciting. And then I could listen to my own voice. Like and then learning, like I could probably produce videos like learning content. So like I feel like that's the videos that I already produced, you know, before this video, which I honestly really liked doing. Like I love doing my research regarding all of those videos and like topics I covered, but I just don't think it's like visually appealing, and the way I was doing it either was maybe the right way. And maybe like it's more of like a podcast, or maybe it's more of a blog type thing. I don't know yet, or like a Facebook group thing. But at the moment, regarding like learning and content regarding that, I don't know, like maybe in the future, I'm thinking about creating like a course, like a digital product, about like maybe like marketing or something, or like advertising, or like how I grew my e-commerce business. I feel like that would be really cool. Or yeah, I don't know. So that's still up in the air. And then same thing with writing and journaling, like maybe like, you know, just tips and tricks on how I do it. Honestly, it's just like, you know, you just do your own thing. It's whatever, like whatever you want. But Anywho, I forgot some bullet points regarding wealth, which is financial goals, because I have my own financial goals, but I don't really talk about them with anybody except like myself and maybe a few people. But maybe I could talk about them here on this channel, and then maybe it could inspire others or things like that. It's just a topic that I feel like, people don't really talk about, like, and people, I don't know if they're scared to talk about, but like, I'm all about, progression and moving forward. And like, one of those areas is finances. And, I just want to push people to become the best versions that they can be. And, that same goes for me. I want to push myself as well. So last bullet point for wealth that I forgot to mention is credit cards. So I have a few, and maybe I could talk about them, or maybe see what are the best options or how to build your credit, like if you're a beginner or whatever, because I don't have the best like credit, but I don't have the worst either. So like maybe we could maybe make some videos about that. Maybe in the future I can make videos content regarding the top 5 credit cards to look into, blah blah blah. Next is sustainability, which you guys already are a little bit more aware about, more probably than all of these other ones, which is the lifestyle that I want to be living. So I do want to produce like content regarding living a good lifestyle, living greener and whatnot. So I want to produce content regarding that, and like how I live my life, and how maybe like videos or habits. I can make videos regarding habits that I do on a daily basis or something like that. And then minimalistic, I have that as a bullet point too, because I feel like I just want to get rid of so much physical burden. Like I have wanted to for a really long time, specifically here in my own home. And I really have, like, but it's taken me a long time, like years and years, to like, throw away things, and like, get rid of things, and donate things, and like, reuse things, and just like repurpose things. But like, at the end of the day, like I just want like to live a minimalistic lifestyle. So, but eco minimalism, so like eco-friendly. And then also want to be just an advocate, an activist, an advocate, a DIYer, and a knowledge seeker. So I'm already a knowledge seeker regarding sustainability. I'm always like reading articles and blogs and stuff, and like, staying updated regarding like how I can live a better, greener lifestyle with being more sustainable. So like, maybe I can do videos about like how I create my blogs, because I'm thinking about like in the future, maybe making blogs, or like, like how I mentioned the other ideas, like, just like knowledge, creating that awareness about like maybe brands and what they're doing, etc., etc. DIYer, I want to produce maybe some content regarding like how I said repurpose things, and like, things like that. Or activists, so like signing petitions and stuff. And then advocate, like, for the animals, and like just other like videos that I feel like would be really good, fun content to produce. And, I'm passionate about it anyways. So it's like literally a win-win. And then last but not least, I have happiness. So these are things that let's just go down them and talk about them. So like tarot, I just recently got into tarot. I have always believed in tarot, and I have always been interested in it. However, I never ever took the plunge to dive into it, like ever. So I recently got into it because my boo thing, he got me a tarot deck for like our anniversary. Time management too. That's something I struggle with, I did do actually, funny thing, a tarot reading on it with my boo thing, because he also has his own tarot deck. So he did one on me regarding time management, with my path and my obstacle. And he's honestly like a natural, like he's really good at it. So I'm still getting the hang of it. But eventually I would like to, just be a little more familiar with my deck, and like, be to the point where I'm able to do it without like reading the book all the time. I like the guidebook, because it comes with a guidebook. But yeah, practice gratitude. Tony Robbins says that gratitude changes your life. I've also had like a little life coach at one point that I had a few sessions with, who also mentioned the same thing, that, gratitude changes people's lives. So like, I suck at showing gratitude, but like, Thanksgiving is around the corner. We are in November. So like, it's a Thanksgiving, like, you know, it's a day of gratitude or whatever. So a day of giving thanks. So it's just, you know, I want to do more of it. And then spirituality. So like, I don't know regarding content with all of these things I'm mentioning, but like, you know, tarot, maybe do some readings, time management, maybe like showing people how to time block, practicing gratitude, maybe like show them like, you know, some examples or something, or just maybe like in a routine video or something like that. Spirituality, like, I don't know, like, I feel like that's kind of like a touchy subject too. I don't know, like, it reminds me a lot about politics, so maybe I won't really do a lot of videos on it, but like, just that you guys communicate like a few things here and there every once in a while. I actually wrote politics right underneath spirituality. And then pets. I do want to eventually have my own pets, so maybe how to take care of pets, because honestly, I've never had really pets in my life. I have had like a cat, but like that was a long time ago, and like, you know, I wasn't old enough to take care of it or raise it. So like, you know, I don't know, maybe some content regarding that, or dogs and stuff. I never had a dog. And then home, so like, you know, like maybe interior design, or like, you know, eco-friendly like alternatives to whatever you do have at home. So like, also I want to talk about delegating, and maybe like, you know, I feel like this would make me a lot happy if I delegated a few things. Like, for example, I'm not even to the point like where I need to delegate like a lot of things, but like when I do become to the point where I do delegate, like that's how you know like you've made progress. Like if you are delegating things, like props to you, because like I feel like you made it. Like, I don't know, but maybe like what I delegate, if I do become, you know, someone who has people who delegate things for me. Because honestly, like if I'm ever able to produce jobs for people, like, oh my gosh, I just get a little bit emotional about it, thinking about it, because that's just crazy to me. The fact that I would be able to do that. Me, like, I don't know. Also, the last thing I have is emotional health. So, like, you know, maybe some content regarding that would be like how to find out what your top values and needs are, or things like regarding that, or yeah. So, I think that's basically it. I probably have some more notes that I could honestly go a little bit more in depth with, but this is already a long ass video as it is. If you are like still watching all the way to this point, I just want to say thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. Because, you know, I believe everyone's time is valuable. My own time, I believe, is very extremely valuable. So like, I don't want to waste anybody's time. So regarding like, you know, what's going to be posted in the future, I want it to be beneficial to you, and I want it to be beneficial to me. That's what ultimately what I want my YouTube channel to be about. And it was with sustainability. Like, you know, I was being a knowledge seeker. I was finding out things that I didn't know about, or like alternatives or things that I could do to leave this place a better, leave this world a better place. So it's just now I want to make a slight pivot, still have that in my channel, but also include other things that I also feel like self-development includes. So those are all the branches, and those are my plans. If you think this is dumb, or if you think nobody asked for this, if you don't like me, if you don't support me, bye, Felicia. To whom like does, you know, subscribe, like, thank you. I really do appreciate it, because it makes honestly a difference. Like regarding like, you know, honestly, like the number doesn't matter, because like I'm not like, my goal isn't to have like millions and millions of followers. Like that's not what I want. Like I just want, you know, to make a difference. And if people subscribe and people are watching my videos and liking them, and like, you know, giving me feedback or helping each other out, or like I built a community, or like, you know, things like that. Are you kidding me? Like, what more can I ask out of life? Like that's a dream come true. Like, what? So yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I don't think there's anything else I want to update you guys on. I think that I covered basically everything. If I ever got anything, I'll let you guys know, I guess. I do want to start being a lot more active on all of my social media platforms. So like, stay tuned for that, because I do want to be posting more frequently, and just like, you know, a little bit more behind the scenes, or maybe like, you know, just like I said, just be 1,000% authentic. So and real, and just show you guys what I'm up to and everything. If you have any comments regarding like, you know, anything I said, because I covered a lot, feel free to like, you know, comment. Stay tuned till whenever I post next, because we're gonna strive to post every week, and we'll see what I come up with. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up down below. If you are not yet already subscribed, click subscribe for more fun content coming soon. And remember, be a part of the solution, not part of the pollution. Bye.